I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna let this one right here slide because at first I got excited because I was like, oh, they got a new channel that's going to be dedicated to just Dokkan. Word, okay, I see. I like this. And then I click on it down here, and that only just takes you straight over to the same channel that they've had this whole entire time with 242,000 subscribers, 591 videos. How in the world is that new? That'd be like me coming out here and telling you subscribe to my second channel that has 10,000 subscribers and 235 videos on it currently right now. It doesn't exist, by the way. I don't have a second channel, just letting you know that. But that would be like what it is. You look at it, you click on it and be like, oh, well, this ain't new. The clickbait? You clickbait me? How many people like actually thought this was new and didn't even check the subscriber count or anything like that on this? Because legitly, like it's just the same one, bro. Like, it's just the same one. Like, you come through here, you just do it. Just copy and paste it in. It's the same thing that I just showed you right there. Same thing. Copy and paste it in. And again, it's just gonna take you to the same one. It's not new. So whatever, man. Like, y'all, I don't think y'all at this point in time, I don't think you know what new is. I still make this joke like every time I get the chance to make this joke about them just being a bunch of chimpanzees and baboons and orangutans in business suits with glasses on with a newspaper that's upside down. Like that's what it feels like. Like, so, we'll see what happens with our new YouTube channel right here that has a lot of content already on it from other games too. Their new YouTube channel, by the way. Let's see what goes with that. So let's actually talk about something here. Like, one of the things that I was genuinely forgetting for a second, and that was how close the Tanabata actually currently really is right now. Like, I guess me being a global player, I was still stuck in the whole like, oh well, the anniversary is in July, and I was like, but the Tanabata starts just a little bit earlier than that. It does start earlier than that, but it's actually quite a little bit more than what I was thinking. So you like again, you see last year, because again, we won't have the anniversary. We just had the anniversary, the 10th anniversary, so we won't have it at this point in time. But you come over here and it's June 28th. We are in May 2nd. So, we got a little bit of time, but it's like this will be here very quick. Like, very quick. This is probably like what? I would say maybe 3 banners, roughly around 3 banners. And then Tanabata season, which when you really think about it, it's not that long whatsoever at all, especially with, I'm going to count that in with part 2 of this Golden Week and going forward. So we'll have part 2 of the Golden Week. We'll have that banner out. And then I think towards the end of May, we'll have another banner that pops in. And then one in the middle or somewhere close to the middle of June, because we're May, June. So yeah, not that far off. And I was like going through seeing this one because again, I was going through the worldwide and like when the worldwide started and stuff like that. Because again, you have at that point, August the 28th of again the worldwide celebration. So it's really not that far. And here's the thing, like at this point in time, the way they handled Dokkan, because the way it's supposed to be necessary handled, and you could make the argument of everything right through this, what I'm going to be saying, I've even made the argument for him, but this is our first year of it being completely synced up. So, we're on the, like all the global players on the JP schedule. And then, the JP schedule is kind of sitting back and looking at the global players like, yeah, this is where we're at right now. Cause you have to remember from the global standpoint of the sort of like shock, well, I guess you could call it the future shock that we got, is that where we caught up so fast and stuff like that from last year and how they got us caught up, we would be like 5 to 6 months like behind. So if we had the time for, because this is really why the sync up really happened, is to stop the global players for being able to see, what units didn't work and all that, and then skipping those and then summoning for the better banners. Like that's the only reason why we got to sync up. Truly, in my honest opinion, and I don't think it's actually. I don't even think it's just my opinion. I think that's pretty much a factual thing at this point in time. We know this, so because they want to make more money. So when you actually sit here and think about everything, the future shock that we got at this point in time right now, global would be like in full on like save the dragon stones mode. It'd be skip season. Like if you partaked in the festivals of skip season, then at this point in time you might have been looking at golden week going, they'll take a little bit of my stones possibly if it's really fire. But for what we got currently right now for the part one, you would probably have been like, yeah, I'm gonna hold back on those because anniversary. I'm a hold back on that. So now when you're looking at it, I hope some people are actually going to see the dates for this and kind of like go, oh, it really is close, especially for the global. Because JP, you already know this, but for the global, like you got to look back and be like, we are getting very close to the Tanabata. You see how fast this went, by the way, when we're actually on the same schedule as the JP version. Like you see how fast that went. Like I just want you to like comment that like yeah this oh my god, this is going by really quick. This year is this is zooming by. Yeah, man, it's zooming by whenever everybody's synced up together and having everything at the same time and not waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, and side tangent, but I do feel like that every time one of these units come out, that they have to be better, or at least not a gap better, but they have to be a little bit better in their own sort of way than the last sort of unit, or at least one unit is good in that regard on what they do, and then the other unit is good on what they do. Sort of the specifics of the characters and stuff, and well, technically the cards in the game, but for us and how we are, this is close. So to be fair with you, it looking like probably skipping a lot of things because let's be honest, like all the other banners is going to be coming out is going to be filler until we get to Tanabata. And if Tanabata is finally Daima, then we know they're not going to, I was going to say we know they're not going to fumble, but I'm currently looking at this Goku right now and how he's kind of aged, and he's not like complete ass or anything like that. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's like booty butt cheeks, but there's a bit of a drop off, and I think there's an argument for a lot of people to be like, yeah, there's a lot of a drop off, but it's there. But I don't think for this year, where they specifically said a lot about the whole the three big celebrations, I don't think they'll fumble with the Tanabata whatsoever at all. I think the Tanabata is going to be pretty lovely this year. I said that about. I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that in videos because it somehow comes back and bites me right in the booty cheeks, man. Like every single time I was up here campaigning about Golden Week being absolutely wonderful, and I gotta stop. I gotta stop myself now because if I continue down that path of being like, yeah, I'm just gonna jinx it for us, and then everybody's gonna be like, he jinxed it again, and I don't want that smoke. Okay, I don't want that smoke right now. not right now. So I'm just gonna say that if it is, they're LRs. They're LRs. All right. So do with what that information that you would want and your expectations on that, but don't lean on me too much about it. I'm not gonna say that much about my expectations for. It's just it's close. It's close. Okay, closer than you think. So global. Open your eyes, get the crust out, and I'm saying crust right now because I'm wearing all my Lakers at this point in time because they're crusty, dusty, and this is why I'm wearing this hat that I ain't worn in a very, very long time because the Lakers are crusty and dusty. But that's another tangent out of the another tangent. But listen, it's close. All right, it's close. So the banners after this is going to be like banners, maybe probably a Rising Carnival banner probably thrown in there. I would assume. I think there should be a Rising Carnival banner thrown in there at some point. I want to say. Let me go to the Japanese version of that and just sort of like scroll through. We got well, well. Uh, damn, is that really what happened last year? Is my eyes deceiving me? Because, bro, I know I ain't got it on all. They all, well, I guess they all are on all LRs right now to go through. I was about to go in for a second because I was about to say, ain't no damn way that that's how that looked. Ain't none. Hold on, hold on. This is gonna be not as good because this is just a recent. Oh my god. Oh my. So yeah, it's just gonna be all the LRs that came through. So let me go. Um, no, let me go URs for a second. So this will give even more of a little bit of a tail in between because, well, I guess technically, yeah, and no, I guess it wasn't really. Oh Lord, it was. Oh good Lord, yeah. You know what? I think y'all might have been right majority of the time of skipping. Bro, is this game been Daima? So we had Daima Vegeta, Kid Goku, Cell, Paiku Han, and now Kaioken, Goku, and Hit. That's great, bro. That is crazy to me. Like the reflection is hitting right now, and it's not. Oh man, it's kind of heartbreaking. Dog, post 10-year anniversary really truly ain't been all that great. This might be like, dude, this might be like one of the weakest post anniversary until the Tanabata that I think I'm pretty sure we've got in recent memory. I can't think of another one that was worse than this. I'm sure somebody's screaming 1 year that was worse. I'm sure, but I'm just kind of like going back. No, because last year's Golden Week was really good. I mean, Super Saiyan Vegeta for Saiyan Day was pretty good, and he's still all right. I think people still are kind of fond of that unit. I don't know about Topo all that much. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody touch Topo. I haven't seen, well, pause, but I haven't seen anybody like use that unit. And the worst part about it is that you had some hype units in there that I said that they just fumbled. Kaioken Goku, hype unit, fumble. Uh, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, hype unit. Kid Daima, 3, like mini, kind of fumble. Kid Goku he's all right as a unit. He's just not hype. Like I know he's not hype for the community. I don't think the community is like really hype about him. I didn't see overwhelming like, oh my god, Kid Goku. You know, I didn't see that. So I've seen quite the opposite. That's man, that's good lord. I feel like this is a an argument. In the comments, I feel like this is an argument. What's the weaker uh post anniversary year? Man, I'd have to do some digging on this one. But I feel like last year's was solid. I mean, we had a couple like and whatever units and stuff like that. And also you had Cell Max that popped in out of nowhere, which was like holy moly. But nah, bro, like I think this so far I think this has definitely been worse. I know that. Damn. I'm not gonna ponder. I'm all right. I'm not gonna ponder too much on that one. It's just my closing sort of arguments on this one is that the Tanamata is again very close. Like I wouldn't be surprised if most people just say, "Hey, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna start saving up my Dragon Stones, bro." I'm at this point right now that I've already got 361 Dragon Stones, and I'm still gonna buy more. especially for the part 2 sales and stuff like that. I'm gonna take advantage and buy more of them. So I already know for a fact on my standpoint, I said this before, I'm still trying to walk away out of Golden Week with at least over 500 Dragon Stones, maybe like 600 or plus, and then just use the rest of the month and what a half for Tanabata and just gathering all the Dragon Stones. Hopefully that we get a bunch of easy A's through these other sort of not celebrations, but campaigns. And maybe, just maybe, I doubt we'll hit top grossing, so I'm not gonna say that on anything else, but just maybe we get some more campaigns for like X or something like that. They give out a little bit more Dragon Stones, and then also for the Tanabata going in, they'll probably give out a decent little bit of Dragon Stones. So maybe with sales and everything, maybe try to lead into Golden Week with over 1,000 Dragon Stones, and then it's just at that point in time. After that, it's just boom, 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 boom for events, celebrations of hype. Actually, I think it might be my game plan. I don't know if I might. I don't know if I'm gonna touch my Dragon Stones, bro. Like real talk. I don't know if I'm want to because the way it's going currently right now is whatever's going to come out, the unit's either going to be like flashy and good looking, and then the kit's going to be doo doo, or the unit's going to be boring as fuck, and then the kit's going to be amazing. And it's like, what do I do? So it might. I don't even know. I don't even know if I even want to touch the tickets because I get shafted in tickets quite a bit. I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle. What are you going to do? Let me know in the comments. But other than that, have an awesome day / night listening. Again, thank y'all for listening to this rant, this 20-minute rant. I'm not cutting none of it out because I feel like there's a good little bit of discussions of things that's been said in here. I'm not cutting any of it out. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel. Have an awesome day / night. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace. Oh, happy Freezer Friday as well, too. Happy Freezer Friday.